Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. We're back with weekly grind, I guess.
Yes. Hi, Drago.
Uh,
Good to see you. Glad you have your power back. Hi, Doodles.
yes. So, sorry about Monday's sudden sign off. Um, you talked with the technician at Comcast. Why don't you give the report?
Well, not like I can explain too much. But the next morning, Baron and I did go visit Comcast, returned the old cable modem, and the even more ancient box that we unopened box we had from them. Thanked them for the new modem, said it seemed to be working, but it had not solved the problem. So they scheduled a technician for basically late today, and he showed up almost perfectly on time. I mean, the scheduled time was from 4 to 6, and he showed up at like 3:58.
Something like that.
Which is amazing because apparently the visit before us was one of those nightmare visits.
Oh, dear God. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, well, they're gonna happen. Anyway, by the time I answered the door, he was basically going, yeah, I have an idea what's wrong. Because he'd basically done some line testing already. I don't really understand what he was saying. It didn't really gel with the way I understand things, but hey, he's the professional, not me.
And he seems like he's been doing it for a few years. He's not a greenhorn.
Possibly 20 years. Because we told him about the router we turned in recently. He's going, you have one of those? So he recognized the model. And yeah, it's a 20-year-old model. Anyway, the main... Baron basically showed up around the back to where all the electrical meters and the cable stuff on the outside of the building is, and he was basically, oh good grief, when he saw it, because yeah, it is a mess.
That's one way.
And there's like 3 different 3-way splitters in there. I'm not quite sure why any of that was needed for a place with 4 apartments. But we were also like last in line on the splits, which he thinks was causing problems. And he was also kind of looking at them going, let me see which apartments actually have Comcast currently and trim this down to what's needed and put you first in line. So he rearranged all of that. Our internet went out for like a minute or so twice as he did that. And so far, so good. We'll know over the next couple of days if that fixed things. But basically the line was really noisy. He was saying we had this really high upload data rate, and I'm kind of going, well, even with what else you're saying is going on, I don't understand how we would end up with a high number like that. But he was figuring that high upload rate was actually choking off the download rate for us. So we will see. And the other thing is, of course, he gave his free professional advice on some of the setup inside the place. And we've shifted the new cable modem slightly. We hope to get like a little shelving set for that area. We were kind of planning for it already. Because like I said, the new one is meant to stand on like a desk, which we don't really have room for or necessarily cable length for. So we had it on the floor, which is carpeted, and of course the intake vent is on the bottom.
Of course it is. And it's this tiny little thin thing.
Yeah, because, it's not like on four pig posts at the bottom. It's got this solid rim, except in the back, where where you've got an open side in the back, and all the airflow is supposed to go through that and then up. That is not a wise design. But anyway, we've now got it sitting on a little box until we can get the shelving in place.
So, are you ready for your weekly? Do you know what you want to get?
Yes. Yes, head and 2 jewelry.
I'm looking at pants.
But the final adventure, of course, is he's going, you've got it going from the wall into the router, and from their router into an old Apple Airport router. Not really router, but base station, which is, how you got Wi-Fi back in the day when Wi-Fi wasn't built into everything.
I mean, we installed this like 20 years ago when we moved into this place, so...
A little after that. And certainly not that one. That's like the second one Dave got.
You ready for Q?
Yep. I'm just telling stories until it pops.
Yeah.
So, he was advising just, trying to have everything go straight through the router where possible. For one thing, it's gigabit, and he doesn't know if the airport is. I think it is. I think it's at the very beginning of gigabit. The problem is none of the wires here are gigabit.
Yeah, we should probably look at trying to replace them.
Yeah, well, the main thing is we'd have to get somebody with basically a spool of wire and a Ethernet crimping tool to make us a custom wire to go through the wall again. But I attempted reshuffling things on that kind of advice and found out, the wiring does not go the way I thought it did, and I'm going to have to re-examine everything. Because after I rehooked everything up, the Windows machines said they had internet, but they were not getting through to the internet. And the Mac was having the same deal, though it doesn't have a clear desktop icon to tell you whether or not it's on the internet the way Windows does.
Meh. So hopefully the problem is at least mostly fixed. Knock on knock on pseudo plywood.
Yeah, and as far as rewiring time is concerned, the advice we got at that time when our equipment went over to gigabit, which is part of why I think the Apple base station is gigabit. And I know we eventually swapped out the various switches to be gigabit switches.
Mm-hmm.
Is the advice was, yes, the cables you have are just Cat5. They're not rated for gigabit. But the differences between them and 5E, which is, or 6, or any of the others, and 5E on up is gigabit rated, are so minimal that there's a good chance that you'll run at gigabit anyway. And certainly, internal speeds have generally not been our problem.
Let's see if I'm awake enough to actually heal this bad boy.
Can you heal the Hulk?
I'm gonna have to! Holy moly! I haven't seen a Hulk impersonator in quite some time. I wonder if the one that was on Siren moved on.
The soul of the party and the king of the dance floor, dancing green.
He's got the purple pants and everything. You go, dude.
Yes! Yes!
Hulk Iron Smash.
Hulk Iron Smash! Which is a monk. Perfect.
Yes, it's perfect.
Buffs are up. Solar Bahamut, so I can't see a thing.
Oh yeah, that is Solar
I
Bahamut's shtick.
Hi, Nifrit.
Who's there? And it looks like everyone knows their place, so we're Snap.
Moving, baby.
1, 2, 3, 4, over.
Dancing Green is pulling out all the stops with these.
Song. By the way, there are 2 summoners, but 1 bard. Bahamut, stop doing it in the middle of this. I can't see what's going on through all the wings.
In the spotlight and burn, baby.
Is he being adored?
An invitation to dance.
An even bigger one than Titan.
You know, you can turn the pet size down, but why would you want to?
Exactly.
Come on, show me your moves.
Seems to be in a special problem tonight, but it might just be because there's 2 summoners. Okay, big buffs.
Amazing, they clearly anticipated that attack.
Not only anticipated, but actually dodged it. 2 different things there.
Yeah, I can see it coming. I can't dodge it.
Yeah.
Let's turn up the heat. Try to keep up now. The Beavers take it home. From the
Start on West.
The Dancing Green.
Indeed.
Dance like there's
Immediate
no
swap.
tomorrow.
Over. Over.
Over,
Stay. Over.
over,
Over. Stay.
day,
Over.
over, and done.
Let's finish with
I don't think we had a single hit there.
Doesn't look like it.
You're burning up the dance floor, baby. Back to it, dancers.
And now for more challenging parts. Third song.
Show us some electrifying moves.
Yeah, this groove is smooth.
Smooth.
Bask in the spotlight and burn, baby, burn!
Now's where things get squirrely.
Yes. I'm following you. Okay, we're gonna need to get to the middle. And over.
Ah, I missed that
Quite
one.
get that one.
Too busy paying attention to
Now where?
send her back.
Oh, there's the spotlight. Ow. Excuse me while I get comfy.
Dancers, take it away! Yeah, baby! I feel the fever coming on again! A night's sleep to fever pitch! All eyes on a dancing green!
Turn on west.
Dance like there's no tomorrow!
Over. Stay. Over. Over. Stay.
Dang it.
Over. Over.
The other one got me.
Finish with style! Groovy moves! The crowd's loving it!
Yeah, I'll agree with that. Go Folk Smash! Hey, cat dude.
Yes.
Hulk gets my calm.
It's all over. Until next time.
Can't imagine why. What about the giant Enkidu?
They've already left.
Yeah.
Got mine.
Okay, got mine.
Woohoo!
One calm.
Lurk
I
away.
find
You
it.
have a great evening, cat dude.
We are a lurk-friendly zone.
So we could take that one off the list. Yay!
One down, 3 to go. Average wait time less than 5.
As I sit here and extract materia.
So,
Do we want to slowly start
Um,
making our way to solution 9?
we probably should.
Come on.
Bye, Momodi.
Thanks for the drinks!
So Patch and I, of course, were doing Advanced Squad Leader earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And further adventures with American half-tracks. Because I have one of the special ones. Which is to say, 3 different machine gun mounts on the thing. And this is one of the personnel carrying half-tracks. In fact, it comes with a free squad. But, you know, like the primary mount is basically an anti-aircraft mount. It can fire wherever. The other two are mounted on the rear sides. So they can only fire to the... one can fire to the left side and the rear. The other one can fire to the right side and the rear. You got bounced!
Yes, I got bounced because I had taken my hand off my controller to adjust my glasses because they needed cleaning.
Yes. So straight from 1 to 4. And, you know, we were kind of reviewing over where the machine guns fire, and we were both at the same time typing, it's like flying a Klingon ship.
Oh,
most of their
Hulk is
phasers
back!
fire to the rear. Oh, geez, yes, it is.
I think we got all the same group again, or at least a good
No,
chunk
not
of
at
it.
all. We don't have the giant Enkidu.
Hulk, here to smash Boskin!
He's not here to smash the gunpla? Here to smash Hulk again. It's Hulk again! Here to smash boss again! You do so, yes, yes.
Can the Challenger defeat them in his own lair?
Buster up. Yeah, we've only got one summoner this time. Which is
It might be a
more
four
than
group.
enough. Yeah.
It's as if that attack of him. A stylish evasion, well done.
And the Challenger evades the attack. Why am I not surprised? I still want to hear that again.
I do like toying with my prey.
Oh, great.
Can't you fend off a pack of wolves?
Song. What good it's gonna do me?
My troop! The earth is mine to command.
Yeah, he stood still for it.
Not bad. Not bad.
I'll be doing big buffs as soon as the heads come up.
That should help.
Probably.
You weren't the only one hit, too. I see like 4 people.
Yeah, I couldn't parse fast enough. Troubadour. Which said it'd come down first. I blame Bob.
Try this!
Hey, I saw it this time! Oh, crap. Eesh!
No, we're doing good.
Yeah, it's just the number of circles. Nature's many. People bunched up, which meant that there was less area covered by all the AoEs, but it meant that there was like 4 of them stacked on each other, so if any of those hit.
I can't type!
It's all over. Until next time.
Well, that's an embarrassing roll.
Uh-oh.
If I get it on that roll, I'm gonna laugh.
Yeah, Hulk, you're getting it again. Other people might get it if they'd stop leaving before I get out of city. Okay, this is one without a helm.
I got it on a 7!
Very good. And I got mine. Of course, there's hardly anyone we're rolling against by that point.
I got a call! Yay!
Yay!
So we don't have to deal with Gundam Wolf anymore.
Nope.
To
No
answer-
more Gunpla Wolf.
To answer your question, Doodles, yes, I have been following. Oh boy, is that turning into a mess. But it definitely sounds like something went south.
I've seen reference. I don't have any context to understand any of it.
Okay. So, as you know, VTubing, i.e. having an avatar and using that as a personality to talk to others on the internet is kind of a thing.
Oh, kind of like what we're doing.
Except to more of an extreme. It was the
Okay.
thing
No, I don't know this.
Colin was talking about for having gotten really big popularity. It's always been around to some extent, but it really kind of got big in Japan and Asia, and then it's spread to other places. These personalities, of course, because of all the limitations and what needs to be done and the payment processing and trying to keep something of an anonymity, have agencies that they work through.
Ha.
Well, one of the biggest ones in the States is a young lady by the name of Iron Mouse.
Agency?
No, that's the the VTuber. The
Okay.
agency she was working through, V Shoujo. Yeah, it's internally exploding.
Yeah, because I've never heard of this.
Yeah, the agency handles several VTubers. What effectively the crux of the problem is that Iron Mouse herself is physically disabled. She has an immunocompromised situation
Oh.
where if she gets any sort of sickness or infection, she's in real trouble. There was a time a while ago I remember hearing that she had gotten this infection so bad that they had to pump the medicine directly to her heart in order to combat the infection.
Okay then.
It was nasty stuff. And one of the reasons why she started VTubing in the first place was she was literally housebound and she wanted to try and make some friends. And she blew up. She blew up big time. But the reason why this all brings up is that she very much has a charity. This is her charity that she helps occasionally. And it has to deal with Immunocompromise Foundation. Trying to help research and distribute funds to those who are compromised so that they can get the medical treatment they need. And she's raised over a few $1 million for them per year. Well, recently, her and another streamer got together and did this big, huge charity event. But because she goes through V Shoujo handled all the payments and processing, and V Shoujo was the one who had to handle the money to hand off to the relative people of the charity. I think this time around they raised something like $4 million. And not a single penny ended up at the charity.
Uh-oh.
It just disappeared. She herself has not seen payment. So she contacted her lawyers. And has, under her lawyer advice, has left V Shoujo. When she made the announcement, and she couldn't talk more beyond that because obvious reasons, she's dealing with a lawsuit here.
Yeah.
So she made the announcement that she was leaving, and every single other VTuber in the list that the agency handled, short of one who has been currently not in communication with anyone, has left. Boom. Gone.
Okay then.
Part of the reason why is a lot of people are going, we haven't gotten payment either.
For how long? I assume they paid somebody sometime.
There's more to this story. I have heard directly from a couple of avatar artists who built these really complex 2D avatars that they are used in the process. They recently have not been paid for their work.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people were getting shortchanged. All this started On the 11th, when the co-founder of the agency just up and left.
Uh-oh.
That's all we know.
Oh, that does not sound good.
So it sounds like either someone saw shit about to hit the fan and ran, or he took the money and ran. We haven't
Yes.
seen that before. Looking at you, Capital Distribution, back in the 90s.
Or a small Phoenix, Arizona print shop in the early 80s.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can pull that one out. Designers and Dragons, 70s.
That's a good one, Doodles. This is the first time an agency has graduated. But yeah, a lot of these people are very unhappy because it's a lot of money. This is not chump change. It may be chump change to a giant corporation. It is not chump change to these to the staff and the VTuber personalities involved.
Well, I seem to be not the only gray-skinned Makote here.
What inspiration will you give me, I wonder?
Right, okay, she's actually
Welcome to Sugar Riot Gallery of Terror!
a raw. Buttons her up. Sadly, no Hulk this time.
No!
No Hulk smash.
And with a flash, Sugar Riot brings her work to life.
Flying bombs on the proper side. Stay where you were. Hi. I have support from the Marines.
Over here.
Yep. Guys, the rest of you should move.
Don't wanna.
Apparently not! Nature's mini.
What's your favorite color?
That captain likes his wine red. I need to look up the other ones.
Comes to me. I hope you like it hot and
Captain
salty.
likes his sea blue, and Captain likes his veggies green. Or salad green.
Goodness, the rain has become desert.
How about a little more sunshine?
Buffs.
When I think desert, I think of these prickly fellows.
Rudyard. It's a veritable storm of needles.
There's something missing.
Somebody got caught in one of those. What corner is the tank going for?
Quicksand?
La La Land,
Not
apparently.
evil. Yes. Woohoo. There we go.
What's your favorite color? When you can't decide on one thing,
Flying.
what do you think of this?
Flying bombs.
Thank you.
Amazing. They clearly anticipated that attack.
Mini.
What do you say
Big
to
bumps.
refreshing the river scale?
A crystal clear river. How charming.
Well, nobody died.
Yeah, it barely noticed on the health-o-meter.
Yeah. Which is nice. But it was looking like a 2-6 split, and I was not happy with that part.
A dash of downpour.
A thunderstorm has turned the waters muddy. How frightening.
I have it. Some destruction to facilitate deed.
Here it comes.
A massive
South.
raging storm. I hope you hold your parasols.
Song. And moving to the east. Is he gonna make it? He made it!
Coming this way.
And going back south. Oh, or no, it's coming here. Running for my life! Uh-oh. Dancer down.
Yeah, I got him.
When you can't decide on
Not
one
quite
thing,
sure what got them.
They had a lightning vulnerability on them, and I think they were in the wrong place at the wrong time. It happens.
Big buffs.
what do you think of this?
And it's just, they went down to something that shouldn't one-shot you, and I hadn't seen what else had hit them, and Samurai down.
Yeah, Samurai asked for that one.
Oh dear. I didn't see him go down particularly. Troubadour. What did this fire?
Thank you for the troubadour, it helped.
That or nature's mini. Second. Nice. Barely got any charge.
It's all over. Until next time.
Pass, need, pass, 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 and pass.
People are actually waiting on rolling on this one.
Well,
It's not easy like the last two.
sorry. I'm glad the charity is coming out on okay.
Okay.
With all the stuff that's been going on, that's actually good news to hear. But yeah, it is a total mess, and it is completely blowing up. When it showed up on Anime News Network, it's like, okay, yeah, this is going south
Ooh.
really hard. Yeah, someone not been rolling. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, Doodles, that was a horrible pun.
Ow.
Yeah, that.
What's the play dead emote?
You might not have it. It's a purchasable.
Ah.
Yeah, the Play Dead is /Play Dead, but
Yeah, it did not go off for me.
you either need
So yeah, I don't have it.
to have gotten it when it was originally released as part of a holiday event, or
Right.
purchase it for a nominal fee on the Mog Station.
Okay, so what did I get?
I got
Okay, I did
nothing.
get the helm. No, no, I got my helm. So I just need a jewelry from 2, or sorry, from 3. That's right, we haven't seen the Abominator yet tonight.
Oh, we are now.
Speaking of,
You just had to invoke
didn't
his
even-
name.
I didn't even have to say it 3 times.
Oh, that was horrible.
So is he.
Oh, Amphilia's back. And our Sam might be new.
Huh.
To take it outside, the Brute Abominator means business. Will the
Officer up and running.
contend with this chimerical foe?
Maybe.
This will be an inn.
Thank you.
He's used his feral powers to manifest a weapon. Oh, a brutal blow! But the contender is standing fine. Oh dear! Fiendish Flora have sprouted from the scattered seeds!
Oh boy.
Oh my! Even the cameras have been petrified, and now they're crashing down all around!
Oh, that sure
Outside.
helped.
So my shield dash help front of arena.
Oh yeah. Barely even noticed the damage from that. That is a mechanic that can kill me.
Boys are just
Like
running
everyone's
up line.
landing safely.
Goodness me, the Brute Abominator is hanging on the building!
He does that.
Out.
I can manage that.
And then we'll do an inn once he trades places.
Yep, yep. Usual medicine for this part. Just about ready.
He's bounding from wall to wall.
a building this tall with no floors or other structural member crossbeams in it?
Structure appears to have started a fire.
Out. Thank you.
A line. The brute bomber must still be in
In.
there somewhere. A Punisher attack. Or the true power of this monstrous fusion.
Troubadour.
What a thrilling battle this, and it's rated on.
Big
In.
boss. Here or elsewhere? Here, I think. Yeah. Mini. That one.
In.
And this side.
Out.
I can do that. Troubadour.
What power? Looks like someone isn't holding back.
Out.
Away from that. Ah. Got him with Apex Arrow.
Nice.
It's all over. Until next time.
Pass. Pass. Need. Pass. 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 Need. Pass.
Let's see, we have that.
Got mine.
Yay? Oh. Got mine.
Two comms. Nice.
Very good.
Means the only one left is to go back to.
Sugar Riot. Or Sugar Rot. Sugar Rot.
I hate you.
I've had that one in my mind for weeks.
Ah. You are an evil, evil kitty.
I was doing the theme for Sephiroth, and instead of the Sephiroth chorus, it's Sugar Rot.
Things only true FF fans would understand.
Yes! And people who've been listening to the soundtrack for the last 20 years.
That is the correct expression, Doodles.
Yeah, on the subject of financial misadventures. Flying Buffalo was, or technically still is, they are a company now owned by Revolution Games, if I remember right, was a small gaming publisher from the early 70s on. Sadly, the person behind it, Rick Loomis, died a few years ago of cancer. They started off small, had a few decent things, and were slowly getting better and more professional and all of that. And then they kind of drop off the face of the earth near the beginning of the 80s. And Shannon Appleklein's history of role-playing games actually goes into why. And it's basically right after they published Mercenaries, Spies, and Private Eyes, which was a, basically spy genre RPG on largely the same system as Tunnels and Trolls, which was one of their primary products. Nice presentation. Came out initially with, a rule book, a solo adventure, and a GM adventure, which included some cardboard standees and everything for NPCs and such. And at this point, they'd been getting all of their printing done through a local company. And unfortunately, shortly after the publication of MSBE, Associated Litho changed ownership. The new owner told Loomis that he had no interest in continuing with the previous owner's deal, which was basically, they were getting kind of advances on things, they'd get things published and then pay them back as the money came in from actually selling what they printed. And this was a good deal. It allowed them to get things published more easily. The printer was getting paid, all of that. Suddenly, Flying Buffalo was forced to pay for all their books COD, and was also continuing to pay 60% of their receipts to Associated Litho for older books. Yeah, that's right. They'd pay 60% of what they took in to pay off the bill for publishing. Though the new management of Associated Litho was hurting Flying Buffalo's bottom line, the Associated Litho staff, who loved Flying Buffalo's products, still offered their best support, such as printing the cardboard heroes for Stormhaven, which is the GM adventure for Mercenaries, Spies, and Private Eyes, in the margins of the covers. About 6 months later, the reasons behind Associated Litho's sudden desire for quick payment became obvious when the new owner of the company absconded with all of his company's cash, driving it into bankruptcy after months of not paying bills or payroll taxes.
Oh! Yeah.
Meanwhile, Litho's decision to cut off Flying Buffalo's line of credit, while still requiring payment of the old receipts, had already put an extreme crimp in cash flow at Flying Buffalo. One staff member described it as the economic equivalent of the movie Speed. The products had to keep flowing at a very fast rate to keep Flying Buffalo afloat. Ultimately, Flying Buffalo couldn't keep up the pace. As a result, they had to start laying off staff. Their production came to an utter standstill, exacerbating a problem from which Flying Buffalo would never entirely recover.
Oof.
Yeah, and this was a company that was just really starting to hit it big. Because this is around the time that they're doing Citybook 2.
Right.
And Citybook was technically the second Catalyst product and the one that kind of made the name for the line. I mean, one of the claims to fame they had in 2 is on the cover they could say that, you know, one of the segments in there was written by Dave Arneson.
Bad business comes back to haunt ya.
Yeah, except it wasn't their bad business.
Yeah. Yeah.
Make sure I get the right items here.
Here we go.
Well, I got one of them. Hi, Sugar Rot.
We have come back for the weekly beating of your life.
More than weekly. Well, that Outright is wearing a lot.
You noticed? And his little, that's our other healer. If you look at his Neolith, they actually have little cat paws on them.
Nice.
And we have someone impersonating Freerin,
Oh, really?
our black mage.
What inspiration will you give me? I
Miku song?
wonder?
Yeah?
Welcome to Sugar Riot Gallery!
There are worse things to impersonate, especially as a black mage. Buffs her up.
Perhaps I'll draw this.
Time to move.
And with a flash, Sugar Riot brings our work to life.
Flying ball!
Flying going the other way. Where's the cross?
I don't see a fern here.
Sorry, I should have helped on that one.
What's your favorite color?
The first one is usually the least essential one to help.
Yeah, well.
An image comes
As the fight goes longer, you start getting run more and more ragged.
Sanji.
something different.
Good thing we only have one black mage.
How about a little more sunshine?
And Fern would definitely be another black mage.
When I think desert, I think of these prickly fellows.
Big buffs.
It's cactus time!
Yes, yes it is. It's a prickly situation, you know.
It's a veritable storm of needles.
Somebody got caught, and this could hurt.
There's something missing. Oh, I know.
Yeah, we have some ones and a two in there. Our tanks are getting comfy.
Quicksand? Oh, you don't want to get caught in there.
We have at least one more 2 than we did. Oh, jeez! And I'm one of the lucky ones! What
You have to
happened?
decide on one thing.
I should have at least minied for that section.
What do you think of this?
Regular bombs. Okay, Troubadour.
The Challenger rises again.
I have like no mana.
Gee, I can't imagine where it all went. Big buffs.
Crystal clear river. How charming.
Yeah, you don't often look up from that AoE and see half the party dead.
Yeah, everyone was so low, I was giving health, but none of it was taking.
Yeah, I know. Not to mention, you know, most people had 1 or 2 vulnerabilities on them.
This is no
I mean, the
good.
reason why I lived is I did not have any vulnerabilities.
Ideally, that's what you want.
Yes! And generally I can do that with the cactus, though other people were obviously having more trouble.
Thunderstorm has turned the waters muddy. How frightening.
I have it. Some destruction to facilitate deconstruction.
Normally, I'd spend on some DPS here if I was gonna hold.
Please do.
A massive
Okay,
raging
east
storm.
side.
I hope you do your parasol.
There's this main thing going south. Song. And coming here. Of course, anytime you want a little healing assist, just let me know, and I will be glad to give you one of them.
far we're okay.
When you can't decide on one thing,
And big buffs are active. Flying.
That poor black mage!
Ah, they're all right. Wave to the crowd. Okay, it is that. Ah, yeah, there's the marker I was looking for.
Amazing, they clearly anticipated that attack.
Troubadour. Song. Back to the river. Coming to save you.
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
That was too much for the challenger.
Thank you.
They're back on our feet. Let's see if they can stay standing.
Third song. Yes. Is the summoner just that far down on health?
I think they were standing in the wrong place at the wrong time. Because they went from full
Really?
health to dead.
Oh dear. They suffered from the condition I keep having because he died on top of us, i.e. stacking with us.
I'm wondering if he tried to sit between both of them. I'm out here!
Yeah. I saw him as being on top of us, but there might have been some lag involved. And going the other way. And going south. Get buffs. That was unfortunate timing. Yes, yes it was.
when you can't decide on one thing,
Regular bombs.
what do you think of this?
If you feel safe, LB3.
I'll feel safe in a moment.
Nice.
Okay, well, I won't be helping with the stack, but the first one hits and she goes down.
It's all over. Until next time.
Pass, 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 pass. Need pass and pass. Yeah, we have not been able to do anything
Yeah.
with the manga.
Well, we generally don't read manga these days. We don't read Japanese, so we don't get it untranslated. And of course, all the translations these days are
Unflipped. Which I very much dislike.
Yeah, well, you have the double whammy.
Yeah.
One, dyslexia.
Yep.
And two, you and me are enough aware of page graphic design and page layout to note when the language and the art are going in opposite directions.
Which contributes to my dyslexia.
Yeah, and that's part of why, we prefer flipped, and why things were flipped in the first place, is to get everything going in the same direction. So we haven't really gotten much in the way of translated manga since Tokyo Pop forced the cheapening of translations and the cheapening of touch-up and layout. Yeah, certainly the ring.
Okay.
We do actually have the first five? Yeah, 5 volumes of the original untranslated manga. Thank you, Dusty.
This is going to be more difficult than I would have preferred.
Uh-oh. Were you a little short on space?
And glams.
Ah.
This glam will not do.
Well, certainly this headpiece will not do.
Which means having to travel all the way back to Tuliolal to fix it.
Oops. Wow. Wow! 0 out of 4 on a 40%.
Ouch.
Yeah. I wasn't able to pull any of them. I believe the circlet of healing is one of the things I want to keep for potential glamour. Yeah. Okay. Here's that. And nope. Turn off that stupid headpiece.
Let's head back to Tuliolal.
Well, actually, first, I would like to make a small request or two.
Oh.
Yeah, let's see, what is a materia worth at the moment?
54.
Okay, so yeah, I can't fit 2 of those. You're not gonna like me, and you'll probably tell me to go fish. Yeah. 1 spell speed, 1 crit, 2 piety.
Piety.
Oh, you actually have them. 1
It
crit,
is-
1 spell speed.
Tenacity I'm out of.
Thank you.
Okay.
That's the spell speed. Let me get these slotted, and I will be ready to come with you.
Aren't you glad you can finally meld your own materia?
Yes! Yes, I am so happy to be able to do it myself. that period before my crafting starts hitting the max level is a painful one. Okay. All set.
Because this helm with this jacket is just dorky.
Wow. Really? Yeah, that is not working.
I feel like a villain, a
That's the
superhero
latest,
villain of the week out of Gatchaman.
Yeah. That the latest dungeon helm?
Yeah, but it is a reskin of an earlier Tombstone set from like Stormblood.
Sure. They can't all be Netflix originals.
So yeah, it's special. And the thing kept going to give
Yeah.
me this over my Archangel gear.
Right.
Because it's like 5 points higher. Whether it's the
Yeah.
right stat mix or not is another matter, but
Yeah, well. Yeah, and meanwhile, I just got the healing helm out of here for for healing,
oh, and
which
it
is
is
the yeah, which I turned off
as fast as you
the
could.
Scholar Glamour has, yeah, and the Scholar Glamour has nothing for the headpiece. I should probably see if I can, like, glamour in a monocle or something.
A monocle, or if it's Scholar, you've got a couple mortar boards available to you.
Yeah, well, that would be technically appropriate. No.
No mortar boards for you?
It just doesn't look that good.
Well, we had no disconnects this evening, so winning?
So far, so good. Of course, we had none the first evening on Saturday either. So,
I feel so
let us
sorry
know
for
if
that
anything
raid
happens
team.
at 2 p.m. Oh, God, yeah. They like, lose a tank straight off the bat. They have someone in another team disconnect midway through. And then, yeah, both healers in one team disconnect simultaneously. Thankfully, we were most of the way through that final boss at the time.
Yeah, but it's just... Oh.
Yeah. It was somewhat nice to come back online and find that they'd finished, but yeah.
I will say this. I really hope they did okay, because I noticed there were a lot of characters queuing off where I was standing.
Right. Oh dear.
And suddenly that didn't work.
Oh. Well, at least we know one thing. We did not, in the process of doing that, Yoko Taro the party.
No, we did not. Or at least we hope we didn't. We don't know. We weren't there to see.
Well, you can't, because that is very particular to the second boss in what's the name of the second one?
Puppet's Bunker.
Puppet's Bunker, thank you. Yeah, since most of you haven't really seen that, the second boss in the second raid of the series for the Nier crossover, which is, of course, what we were so rudely interrupted in on Monday, which was the third one of the set. There's a fight where it's an alliance raid, so there's 3 teams of 8, and each team has to fight a separate. A separate one of the mechs, and at one point they'll do a big beam aimed at one particular person in the party.
It is very possible and has happened that you can aim the beam at another party, and it is possible for all three to be aimed at other parties, which will automatically kill everybody.
At least if everyone's clustered tightly enough on the receiving end of the beam, yes. I mean, most likely a couple of people will live, not enough to pick up the raid. Especially since you probably killed the tank and or healers. Yoko Taro is the designer of the Nier series of games. And they actually brought him in to design these raids for layouts and bosses and so on. So knocking out a party other than your own with one of these beams in that encounter is known as being Yoko Taro'd. Because it's his fault. He set it up that this was possible.
Yeah.
And there's also a reason why all three of those raids feature a lot of bullet hell. Because, yeah, he likes his bullet hell.
It was worse when he was initially designing it.
Yeah.
He asked for the Quarter of Woe. If anyone in the party hit one of those bubbles, it was an insta-wipe. Yoshi P then informed him our players are not that good.
Yeah. Well, and of course, part of the problem is it's one thing to force one person to be that good. It's another thing to force 24 people to all be that good simultaneously.
Yeah, in what's considered
everyone
casual
is
content.
going to have an off day at some point.
Yeah, it's just not gonna happen. Let me have my little fascination.
Oh shoot, that's what I need to do.
Do I want this one or the other one? I think I want that one, as opposed to that one. Yep, there's my little fascination.
Is it fascinating? Yes, yes it is. Yeah, I'm going to have to go back out. So I need to do a little bit of repair. And Bulwark is not a repair person, is he? Nope. I'm going to have to travel a bit.
You don't have to go that far.
Yeah, but it's not the, just outside the inn that they've traditionally done.
And let's be honest, even Paradigm's Breach, which all its problems, has not had to be nerfed 4 times the expansion after the content was legal. Or current. That is Thunder God Sid.
Oh, yes, okay, yes. Oh,
They have
Mr. Really long-winded.
They have had to nerf him 4 different times. An expansion, actually 2 expansions.
Yeah.
Because his last nerf was during Endwalker.
Yeah, he is something else.
Yeah, it's just... It's like, okay, we get through all the Stormblood, we deal with the last Orban Monastery, okay, we move on to Endwalker, we get the first Alliance raid in Endwalker. Oh, by the way, we're nerfing Thunder God Sid! Wait, what?
Yeah. Excuse you.
Because he is such a complicated fight that all it took is 1 or 2 new people in the wrong place and it would wipe the entire raid.
Yeah.
And his mechs were complicated enough that you don't necessarily know what to do with them the first time you see them, or even the second
Or the
or
10th.
third time. You have to have it explained to you. Once you see the explanation, you go, oh, that's what's going on. Thunder God Sid. Love you too, kiddo.
Yeah, never change. Actually, no, sorry, keep changing.
I am out at tacos.
I am putting a couple of things into the glamour dresser.
Ooh. So, yeah,
Like the
that,
circlet of healing.
we've never gotten a nerf from Puppet's Bunker, I believe.
Nah, no, I don't think any of those have been nerfed.
Which means they're about balanced exactly how they want them to be balanced.
Yeah. Well, the fog came in.
It did. Fortunately, it's a light fog. No, it just got heavier.
Uh-huh.
The fog be rolling in. Bloop, 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 bloop.
But it's not yet Thule fog.
Nope.
I'd have trouble seeing you if it was.
It's not Thule fog, it's Thule-Olau fog.
Very good. Okay, it is time and pastime.
Yes, you all have a great night. We will see you Friday. Until then,
Yes.
be safe, be well, get a good night's sleep, and say hello to the ferrets.
Yes, everyone, have a great night. Glad to have you along.